Hi, I'm John Coleman. Welcome to our blog. This is Celebrating Act Two. And with me is my co-founder of Celebrating Act Two, Art Kirsch.
Hi, how you doing?
Art, how are you today?
I'm just great.
So what do you want to talk about?
Well, I thought we'd lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah,
And
good
why don't
idea.
we talk about skin cancer? That'll lighten it up a tad.
One of my favorite jokes of all time, skin
Right.
cancer.
Okay.
Wait, why skin cancer?
So, as we're living longer,
We are.
we're getting stuff that our parents and grandparents never got,
Like more sunshine?
like more skin cancer,
More
because
skin
we're
cancer.
living long enough to have these things
Sure.
develop.
Well, cancers of all kinds
Right.
seem to be more prevalent in the
Right.
last 20, 30 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have been going, because I'm fair-skinned and blue-eyed. I've been going to a dermatologist now probably for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Every 6 months, get a checkup. Every so often they find something suspicious and they cut it off and they send it away. And they always have been coming back benign, but they go and take a little bit more roots out so that I don't have that problem. And
Right.
we know dozens of people, you and
Sure.
I, you see
Yep.
people with a Band-Aid on their nose.
Sure.
or-
Well, we live in Southern California,
Right.
where, of course, this is a major problem. But even around the country, on the East Coast, Northeast, people have skin cancer and
Right.
are taking more and more care of
Right,
themselves.
and some of it's genetic. There's a genetic predisposition, but more and more so. I remember I was Berry Brown during the summers in Far Rockaway.
Yeah.
We went to the beach
Yeah.
or to Coney Island.
Right.
We always got really brown.
Sure.
Okay,
It
and
would seem like the thing to do.
on Long Island we belong to a beach club, so every summer we go
Right.
there and we spend endless weekends and sometimes
Whole
weeks
day
there.
in the sun.
Right, and lots of fun.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that by going to a dermatologist, even
Yeah.
if you not have a predilection for it, just go once a year and have them just check your body. But the important thing is for them to see what changes from time to time when they see you.
Right.
Or
Right.
if you notice something. So anyway, this time I went and they took a sample, sent it away, and it didn't come back benign. It came back as the word melanoma.
Ooh, the
And
M word,
That's a scary word.
the big M. Yeah.
So the first thing I did was, because the way I operate, I didn't go to the internet.
You
I
went
should-
out to the beach.
What I did was, I should have.
Why
go for
not?
good
Why,
friend,
why didn't you go to the internet?
because I figured that these doctors actually have been trained and spent a lot of money someplace.
As opposed to Dr. Google.
Right. So anyway, my dermatologist
Yeah.
referred me to an oncologist who at UCI Medical Center who specializes in these things. And 3 weeks later, I was there. We had a review, and my dermatologist cut out a portion of it. But the way they tend to do early, when they find things early, is they take a larger section out, deeper and further around.
Sure.
And it's they actually do it under general anesthesia.
Yeah.
They do, and then they have to put a flap over it. So it's a little bit more extensive, but they catch it early, and they'll also test for whether or not has entered the nodes to see if it's spreading
Right.
and things like that.
Because it's a cancer.
It's
It's not just your skin, it's a cancer.
Right.
And it spreads through the lymph
and
nodes and everything
once
else.
it starts spreading, then you got more trouble. So
Sure.
anyway, the important thing is to catch it early, and I'm going in for my procedure next week. But the point, and I'm very optimistic about it, but it doesn't really matter one way or the other. If they find something further that they have to take care of, there are things they can do.
Right.
If we waited 6 months or a year, or I didn't find out for 2 or 3 years,
Right.
'cause
If you didn't go to your doctor regularly.
top of my head, who's
Yeah.
going to know? Okay,
Right.
you are going to say
Whoever looks at the top of their head.
Right. You do, but you don't say anything.
My tall brother looks down at the top of my
Right,
head.
and he wasn't out here to help. So the important thing was that we got to an oncologist, and she explained everything. And the first thing she said is, "So, what do you think you know about it?" I said, "What I think I know is what you know. I didn't go to the internet." And she said, "The best thing you could do, or anybody could do, is not go to Dr. Google."
Really?
And she said, because it's the scariest thing where they say how much time you got and this and that. And until you know whether or not you're involved with it or not,
Sure.
you really don't know.
Sure.
In my particular case, we'll find out for sure in 6 or 8 weeks after they send away the pathology. But it's probably caught early. It probably didn't go to the lymph nodes, but they will take some biopsies of the nearby lymph nodes.
Right.
But by doing that, even if they find something there are things they can do.
Sure.
So
Well, that's because you caught it early.
Right.
And you you did a regular skin checkup
Right.
with your dermatologist.
And I also have colonoscopies from time to time, and my wife has mammograms and things like that.
Right.
And it's all important to do. Most of the time they come up negative,
Yep.
and that's really great. But the one time, if you do it over and over and over again, then and you see a pattern of it, and then something goes where it's not that, they can catch it early.
Yeah.
But if you don't go until really late, oftentimes there's less you can do about it.
Sure. And that's why they say, catch it early. And there's so many options they have now.
So one thing, we're going to have more conversations on other kinds of cancers and talk about different procedures that you and I go through on a normal basis. But
Sure. I love the idea of two old guys talking about their operations. Yeah.
like you say, cancer is something you can really sink your teeth into. But what I'd like to do is to our audience, if you've had a melanoma or if you've had experiences with cancers, please let us know. We'd like to know what's important to you, how you got through it, how you dealt with it, or if you know people, friends that are dealing with it. So please let us know so that it'll help guide us in our next vlog.
Yeah. I think that is important to share the knowledge. Google's great, and I'm sure you can get lots of good information, but the experts are better. And the other thing I think is that when you share what your experience has been, the rest of us can learn something. So, Art, I thank you for sharing your experience with your melanoma, and I wish you the best. I know it's going to be fine because you did regular checkups. They'll do whatever cutting they have to do, and you'll be great. And you're going to wear a hat more often.
Hat a lot. I actually have now 3 hats that I switch off because I even wear it to the gym in the dark.
Good, good. And then we can, if you share your information and your experiences with any kind of cancer, but particularly melanoma, then we'll all learn something and we'll all be able to laugh a little bit about it.
Right. But go get a checkup. I'm your mother. Mother Art, go get a checkup. I'm telling you, go get a checkup.
He knows what he's talking about.
So until the next time, this is Art signing off.
And I'm telling you, wear a hat. Take care.